And Auckland Airport was at the centre of yet another controversy today. Rivals Air New Zealand and Qantas have joined forces against the amount the airport plans to spend on redevelopment.
The first phase of the rebuild would cost $3.9 billion, increase what the airlines have to pay in landing fees. The airport says it's necessary to upgrade ageing facilities.
But as Zane Small reports, the airlines say it is customers who will ultimately foot the bill.
Auckland Airport's domestic terminal is 57 years old. So in March, the airport announced big plans to upgrade it as part of a $3.9 billion redevelopment. But we now know how they're going to pay for it by charging airlines more to use their facilities. Here's an example. Domestic charges will initially rise from $6.75 per passenger to $10.25 and then reach $15.45 by 2027. And that's all added to the price of your ticket.
We don't agree that it's going to harm the travel market. Whenever you see a price increase, you do see an impact to that. Our studies have indicated that it's not as significant as airlines are calling out.
And calling it out, they are. Auckland Airport's two biggest customers, Air New Zealand and Qantas, released a rare joint statement today warning that air travel may become unaffordable for a significant number of travellers.
There's no doubt some money needs to be spent. We're not disputing that. It's just ensuring that it's affordable.
But Auckland Airport says it's been consulting with airlines on upgrading its facilities for over 10 years now and argues its new charges will only make up about 3 to 5% of an air ticket. Kath O'Brien represents airlines. She says those years of underinvestment mean the cost of upgrading has become too steep.
Plans are much the same as they have always been, but the cost of these plans has increased and increased and increased.
The economic environment has changed.
And Kath O'Brien says it's just the beginning.
Auckland Airport has said that it expects to spend $5.6 billion of capital cost over the next 10 years. So the next 5 years' worth of prices are also going to rise, probably.
Air New Zealand has just upgraded its earnings forecast thanks to stronger than expected demand. But that comes off the back of huge losses during COVID.
This is not something that Auckland Airport wear the cost of. Once that facility is turned on, we wear it, and most importantly, our passengers do.
The increased charges come into force from July, so travellers expect ticket prices to rise as well.
Oh, kia ora, Zane. I'm curious, how does this compare to other airports?
Yeah, well, I've been looking at how these new charges compare to other airports out there. And it turns out this initial price increase at Auckland Domestic Airport will still be lower than what's currently applied at airports in Wellington and Christchurch. And it's the same if we look across the ditch in Australia at international charges applied there. If we look at Sydney, it's $42.20, and that compares to $32.80, which is what Auckland International Airport will be charging initially as part of these new prices. But having said that, these are new costs being added to airlines at a time of high inflation, and ultimately it's the passengers who pay the price.
Ngā mihi, Zane, thank you.